Hi everyone, welcome to Dundas dashboard how-to videos. This video is on hierarchy dimensions. This video will demonstrate how to successfully create a dimension with a hierarchy structure of 3 levels and use it on a KPI. A dimension can be thought of as a collection of categories that you use in conjunction with KPIs and datasets to perform data filtering, grouping, and sorting. Now, let's get started. Here's our data. We have country, province, city, and value. What we would like to have is a single metric, which is value, and a single dimension which can be drilled down into country to province to city. First thing we'll need to do is create our new desired dimension. To do so, hover over the dimension folder, click on the ellipse button, and select new dimension. Give it an appropriate name. Let's call ours our dimension. A pop-up will appear. We can select the virtual table where we want to create the dimension for. Click Next. Here are the field selection for the first level of the dimension. Let's pick country and click Finish. Let's quickly go over what is what. The General tab consists of general information that the developer may want to add. Level definition is where we can define our structure of the dimension. Custom sort rules is where we can design a custom sorting if needed. And preview is where we can see how everything is put together. Let's go back to level definition, as this is where most of our time will be spent. On the top left corner is where we can add new levels to our dimension. And here's the name of our level. Currently it's level 1. These are the fields in this level, which is country. We have nothing for related columns, but these are the columns that will appear when there are multiple levels to show how they're all linked. And this is the display column name and the desired sorting order. Since we want a hierarchy-like structure, we're going to have multiple levels. The first level is already made for us through the pop-up wizard that was completed a little bit earlier. The only thing we would like to change is change the level name from level 1 to country. Let's add a new level. We can do so by clicking the Add Level button. Select the virtual table and select which columns will uniquely identify the records and connect with the previous level. Since we're doing province now, we'll want to select province and country. Country is used to tie to the first level. Click Finish. Notice how we have multiple fields now, and the related columns is not empty. This was done for us automatically. However, if it did not, then we will need to select which column to use from our fields to match to the parent key column, which is the key values on our previous level. Before creating another level, let's change the level name from level 2 to province. Include province as the key. Change the display name from country to province. And now let's add our final level, city. Again, select the virtual table and select the next columns that will uniquely identify the records and connect it with the previous level. Since we're doing city now, we would want city, province, and country. Province and country are used to tie to the previous level. Click Finish. Again, let's change the level name from level 3 to city. Ensure all fields are keys. ensure the parent key matches to the column, and change the display name from country to city. Let's go to the Preview tab to ensure the structure of our dimension is exactly what we want. And it is. Let's save and check this in. Let's add this dimension to our KPI. Navigate to the KPI's Dimension tab. What we will need to ensure is that our KPI has all of the dimensions that were used in the hierarchy. In our case, we do. We see country, province, and city. So let's click on Replace Instant Dimension with a Standard Dimension. It won't really matter which one we physically pick. We can either do city, country, or province. Once clicked, a pop-up will appear. Here, we'll need to go to the bottom level of the hierarchy, which is city, and align all of the keys with our dimension in this KPI. So the matching field has to match the field name. So let's set country to country, province to province, city to city, and click Next. Here, we're given a chance to preview our structure one more time. And once ensuring it is what we're looking for, click Next. Here, we're able to configure our standard dimension. Set it to public or private. Select the token capability. And what are the top and bottom level of the hierarchy the users can interact with. In our case, all the default values are fine. So let's click Finish. Before moving on, ensure that the KPI indeed has defined access. To do so, stay on the Dimensions tab and click Define Access in Splitter. Here, ensure our new dimension is checked off. Click OK. Let's go to the Preview tab now to see this hierarchy dimension in action. By default, we went to level 1, which is our country. So we only see these values. Let's change the default to province. Now, we see a bunch of more data and more columns. The additional column, our dimension key, is used as the key, while the other column, our dimension, is used as the actual display column. Let's try this one more time, but pick city. Notice how there's two new columns now, our dimension key and our dimension key. When placing this KPI onto a chart, our dimension column is the only column that will be displayed. The other columns, keys, will not. They're just used for back-end purposes. For more information on what we discussed in this video can be found on our support site, support.dundas.com. Some key articles are shown on the screen now. Please feel free to visit them and read up on the information. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please visit our support site at support.dundas.com or contact us by email or by phone, which are shown on the screen. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for upcoming videos.